Okay, a few more things I want to go over. It's going to be more up over here to the left above the layers and the pages. As you can see, I've got some artwork going, just producing more things. It's going to be right next to the actual selection tool. You'll see it over here. You'll see that there's a percentage, which is our zoom. So there's a positive and negative. So if you want to see something closer, hit the positive, it gets closer. Of course, 100%. The next one is you have fits all, which means that when you click on it, it will register back to the full page. And that works out really, really well. Now, if you were back in and you were seeing something at 100%, and you don't want to go to the full page, but I want to come back over here to the right-hand side and see that dark gray, that's where the hand comes in. You click it, you hold down left click and move it over. And notice I can move the page. All directions, and once I let go of the left click, it will stay, and then I can readjust whatever I want to do. Now you're also going to see one more thing left. It's called snap. Right now I like to keep it in snap. We can unsnap it if we want to. There's a whole bunch of things, snapping to guidelines, snapping to grids, everything else right now. I like to do everything and keep the snap on because it's going to be more symmetrical, especially for what we're going to be doing. Let's go back to our fit page. And what I'd like to show you is I have two pages here. Page one, as you can see, I'm on, and then page two. So let's click over to page two. Notice it's a blank page. That's kind of neat. But here's why we have this, they call it snap. It looks like a magnet, and it's kind of neat. So I have a circle ready to go. So let's click on the circle shape. And I'm going to click and I'm going to drag it. I'm going to start at one of these points. Let's go right here. We'll click, and notice it's going to snap or to where I like these points here, 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 and here. Control Z. Let's get a little closer to this so we can see a little bit better. And say I want to start my circle right here. I click it. And if I move it, it will snap to things. Notice it's snapping to this, 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 and this, and nicely cutting through all of this. Now, again, I can pull down again, and it snaps to this one. If that is annoying, definitely click it, and then, click off what you don't want to see. And you can see it's not highlighted now, and I can move it arbitrarily. These are for things that if you want to, again, and I'll snap it again, and it goes back. And it's something that's kind of neat, and it works well. And even when I pull to the left, it'll always snap to certain marks right here, there, and there. So that is another few things that you might want to look at. And let's go back to full page and do whatever I need to do.
Let's get rid of this circle and let's look at a square. I'm going to go ahead and click a square right here. I'm going to start with the actual snap tool on, make one that's pretty much a nice square, and rotate that. I'm going to go over here and use my angle and go 45 degrees. And it pretty much snaps right to where I want it. Let's come here. Oh, no, it's not actually. There's an issue. And I'm going to go back, unsnap it. Let's get this close to the line. And this is how we are human. We will make mistakes. I'm expecting you to just learn from your mistakes, and that's awesome. And notice I have my nice square here. In my last project right here, you can see that I've made duplicate squares. I can go ahead and click on it, and I can make a new layer and copy and paste it in, or I can Control C, Control V. As you can see in my layers, there's a new layer. It's there. Let's click it and let's move it. As you can see, it's right there. Two different ones. Simple way to do it. That's what everyone's used to. Control C, Control V, because that's when you take images off of the internet and you want to just copy some words or things like that. That's how we do it. But there's an easier way. And the easier way is by selecting whatever you want, holding the Alt button down, and you're going to notice we have this, I don't know if you want to call it a raspberry or it's some kind of purple lines around it. And the nice thing about it is I'm holding my Alt button down, I left click and I hold the left click down and I move. And you can actually see where I want to place it then, which I think is kind of a neat idea. I release my mouse and then if there's placed, and as you can see, I have 3 of them. Then I'm able to come here, let's change some colors. Let's go to something like that. Let's go to something like this. And notice how I can do it. I can click it again, hold the Alt. It's going to take the characteristics of what I'm copying. So notice it's another dark one again, or a darker gray. Let's make it even darker. And we can do things like that. That is what I did here. I just made this first one here, and I continue to Alt and move it, Alt and move it till I had it perfect. You're getting the same copy over and over again, but the best thing about it is you get to see where you're putting it, so it's quite crucial. Again, it's hold the Alt button down, left click, you're actually copying it with the Alt button, and you move it to where you want it.